9:50 a.m. this Sunday morn. And yes, I said morn. Such as in morning. And no, I don't mean a.m. I mean mourning. Morning. Such as this country will be doing in the near future. Politics and religion. We are not supposed to really talk about those two things. But yet that is the two things that has made this country. We are in the political realm right now, with a stupid debate, an exhibition match, which is nothing more than Tyson versus Logan, if you ask me. You know, utter nonsense between Biden and Trump. Neither one of them is worthy of leadership, but this is the day and age of technology. This is the day and age of artificial intelligence. Mankind is already proving, and will continue to prove, that it cannot control anything anymore. Mankind's control of this place that we call home is going to dwindle as AI rises. Eventually, AI will take over, solving all of the world's problems and issues, outthinking man by billions of times. But that's not really the premise of the content that I want to talk about, or topic of discussion that I want to talk about. We have this non-stop debate over gun control. Our Constitution states that we have the right to bear arms. The right to do so. Rights, of course, are voted upon, right? Yeah. Now we have all these safety measures revolving around guns. Many laws now will strip you of the right to bear arms because of issues that the government really shouldn't have any powers of involvement, such as what happens within your home, with your family, with those so-called loved ones, domestic issues, domestic violence. Oh, let's strip them of their guns because, well, they are displaying mental issues and we can't trust them. We are to have safe storage, trigger locks, protection. Now let's do a little comparing. What else are they trying to take away from us today? Combustible engines that operate on petrol, gasoline, oil. They want to convert to EV. Now then, here in the United States, we have the right to travel, but vehicles are a privilege. They are not a right. Yeah, how many domestic issues revolve around vehicles? Is your car, truck, van, yada, 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 a registered weapon? Well, think about it. Once you get into your vehicle and you put the key into the ignition and you turn that ignition, you are basically, and this is in the viewpoint of a car being a firearm, if you will, okay? So you turn that ignition, you are pulling back the hammer. When you put the car into gear and you step onto the accelerator, you are pulling the trigger. You are now inside of a projectile, correct? Speeding down the road towards your target. But what happens if you are involved in an accident? Even a slight fender bender. Well, your projectile has lost its trajectory, which you are responsible for. But do they take away your vehicle? No. Road rage incidents caught on camera. Do they take away your driver's license and vehicle to where you are not a threat or danger to the public? Oh, but they do that to your firearms, right? Okay, we have to lock up our firearms. Well, now they are starting to slowly state that, well, you have to have your vehicles locked. Why? Oh, well, how many times have we seen underage children or even animals getting in an unlocked vehicle and somehow driving down the road? Well, now you have allowed a child or an animal to be in possession of a weapon. But does that child lose the privilege to drive in the future? No. Well, they want to do away with combustible cars, combustible engines. Well, gee, maybe they ought to start viewing vehicles as weapons, right? Does it make sense? You know how many domestic issues happen or revolve around vehicles? Look at these people that have drove vehicles into parades or ceremonies or what have you. Dangerous weapons. But of course, a weapon to me, in my viewpoint, is only after an instrument or device has been used to injure, maim, or worse. No different than guns. But where's the laws at? Stripping people from their privilege of ownership. Does it make sense to you? Oh, I could continue. This country makes no sense anymore. Too much confusion. It's our government that provides that confusion. There is no averting the future. It's already been set in stone, people. We got a president, a sitting president that said, oh, you want protection? Buy a shotgun. Tell them to buy a shotgun. And then, of course, out of the lips of the same man, tells the American people, oh, hey, you want to take on the government, do away with your AR-15s. You need an F-15. F-15 over and over and over. F-15. All right, so I guess American citizens need to band together and start, a war fund to obtain some of our own personal F-15s. Is that what he's trying to purvey to the American public? Everybody needs to arm themselves with shotguns. Come on, we got a goofball for a president. And then we got a very, very angry man that wants to be president again. There's no winning between these guys. We're doomed. These are our best choices. They're not even worth listening to anymore. They're not out for you. They're out for themselves. Remember where they operate out of. I'm going to leave it at that. I'll let you guys make your own connections. And if you see any sense in what I've stated, let me know. Otherwise, have a great one.